multi-shifter Filter 5 filtration system is essentially automatic in its operation. As the battery washer operates, water collects in the holding tanks. When predetermined water levels are achieved, pumps are activated to circulate wastewater through the system. The Filter 5 filtration system requires only periodic maintenance. By utilizing either scheduled maintenance or by reading the pressure gauges in the system, cleaning or replacing the pre-filters will require the most attention. These filters are in the system to prevent solid particles from clogging the more valuable media tanks. These particles can be things such as rust, dirt, or paper. The PWC 4447 automatic battery washer also requires very little maintenance. Periodically, service the drive chain on the drive motor gearbox assembly and grease 3 sealed bearings of the powered roller assembly. The pressure gauges installed on the filtration system monitor the condition of the pre-filters. The gauges determine 2 vital characteristics of the system: back pressure and pressure drop. Understanding the gauge readings will allow you to see at a glance which filters need to be replaced. There are 4 pressure gauges in the system. The gauge on the booster pump and the 2 gauges after the 3 small pre-filters should read approximately 35 psi. The last gauge in the system should register a minimum of 6 to 9 psi. By comparing the readings of these gauges, you can determine the relative condition of the filter elements. Once you have determined that the reusable pre-filters need cleaning or replacement, follow these steps. Unplug the filtration system sump pump from the facility power. Place a small bucket under the filter assembly and turn the small orange handle at the bottom of the filter housing to drain the filter body of water. Once the water stops, unscrew the cartridge housing and remove the filter element. At this point, insert a clean replacement filter into the cartridge housing and reinstall. Reconnect the power and start the system. The small screen pre-filters can be cleaned and reused. After rinsing and soaking the pre-filters in a bucket of cleaning solution, use a bottle brush and gently scrub the pre-filter cartridge. This will remove particles embedded in the screen mesh. After cleaning, replace the filter element in its housing. The 20-inch 5-micron polyester filter and the 20-inch carbon filter are disposable. They trap very fine solid particles and organic chemicals such as oils and solvents. In addition, your system may contain a bag-type pre-filter inside the 15-gallon holding tank. Once it is determined that these filters are saturated, they need to be replaced with new units. After disconnecting the system from facility power, remove and replace these filters. Press the button at the top of the filter housing cap to relieve the filter housing of residual pressure. Unscrew the cartridge housing slowly from the filter housing cap. Excess water may seep out. Remove the old filter element and insert it into the packing that contained the new unit. The old filters must be disposed of in a proper manner. If filter elements are purchased from Multi-Shifter, they are part of the Multi-Shifter Culligan Reclamation Program. Simply accumulate the old filters and send them back for proper disposal. Finally, insert the replacement filter into the filter housing and reattach it to the filter housing cap. conductivity indicator is located after the two media tanks. It indicates when the media is saturated and has lost its ability to remove heavy metals. A green light indicates that the tanks are functioning. When the red light activates, the media tanks will need to be removed and replaced. First, after unplugging the filtration system from facility power, disconnect the hoses at the top of the tanks needing replacement. Do not discard the hoses. You will need them. Plug the tank fittings with the white end caps furnished with the system. This ensures that the tanks do not leak in shipment. Connect the filtration system hoses together. The system should remain inoperative until the new tank is fitted. Finally, phone Culligan of Tri-Cities to arrange shipment of the tanks to the reprocessing center. The multi-shifter Culligan reclamation program relieves the end user of any hazardous waste liability. There are two parts to this program: the disposal of saturated filters and the exchange of media tanks. Saturated filters should be accumulated and stored at the end user's facility. When the end user has accumulated a full pallet load of saturated filters, Culligan of Tri-Cities should be called at 1-800-999-4195. Culligan will then arrange pickup of the pallet load of saturated filters by an authorized waste disposal company. Media tanks must be exchanged when the conductivity meter's red light is illuminated. When this occurs, the end user calls Culligan of Tri-Cities. They will send a reclamation package containing tank end caps, shipping instructions, shipping labels. The tank end caps are to be installed on the media tanks as shown in the video and the manual. Shipping instructions tell how to prepare the media tanks for shipment by common carrier. All freight is the responsibility of the end user. Shipping labels are attached to the media tanks. 2 to 3 weeks after shipping the media tanks to Culligan, the end user will receive recharged media tanks and a certificate of reclamation. The certificate of reclamation ensures that the heavy metal in the saturated media tanks is properly disposed of by a federally certified waste processing facility. This assures of proper disposal and eliminates any liability for the end user. We want to thank you for your purchase of the multi-shifter PWC 4447 automatic battery washer and the Filter 5 wastewater filtration system. We hope that this video has answered any questions that you may have had concerning the installation, operation, or maintenance of this system. This video is an overview of system maintenance. Should you still have questions concerning these products, please refer to your manual for more detailed information, or contact the servicing dealer or our after-sales service department.